you ever gonna let me know? Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad to know, yeah, I'm sad to know.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Ben Nabavian podcast. I'm your host, Ben Nabavian. This will be my 2018 NBA Draft podcast. The intro is, of course, a shout out to the late XXXTentacion, very solid and skilled rapper with his own legal troubles, however, gone too early at the age of 20. Remember, folks, violence is not the answer. Anyways, so today we'll be doing my 2018 NBA Draft podcast. I'll be doing a deep dive into what I think is going to happen and, some of the players I like, some of the players I don't like, and we'll do some Knicks stuff. I'm going to try to avoid talking so much about the NBA, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James stuff, predicting where they're going to go, because that will have a huge effect in this draft. But if it plays in, it plays in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We might have had some people calling in, but the guy who thinks he knows the most about the draft, Joel, is going to go to ABC Cochina, so he can't call in. And regardless, he's always wrong. As many of you know, I called Donovan Mitchell last year and was right about him, so I'm pretty sure I will do that again this year, and I'll give you my pick for that soon. But let's start with this draft. The first pick of the draft for the Phoenix Suns, they're taking Aiden. It's over, confirmed, done deal. It's happening. How do I think about it? If this was 10, 15 years ago, I would say for sure slam dunk. This guy is David Robinson 2.0, maybe even better than that. He's an incredible player, incredible talent athlete. He could shoot, he could do it all. Some people say he can't defend. He's not going to be able to guard on the perimeter, this and that. I think he actually could, but regardless if he can or can't, if I was Phoenix, I would take Doncic here. I just think the NBA is trending towards those wing players that can handle. I know there's some questions with Doncic, if there's athletic ability, would he be able to defend at this level, this and that, and that's a concern. But Ayton is the same issue with the perimeter defense, so I just think in this NBA, I think the wing player is more important, but do I think Aiden's a better talent than Doncic? Yeah, he is, but whatever it is. Anyways, that's the pick to go into them. They got their core of Devin Booker, and Aiden, and Josh Jackson, and a few other guys, and we'll see what happens with them. Number 2, Sacramento is kind of where the draft kind of starts, even though I'm almost certain they're taking Marvin Bagley here. Why they're passing on Doncic is because everyone's saying that Vlade Divac is not like him. Also because they drafted De'Aaron Fox last year, and even though some, like Adam and Joel, think he had a down year, they actually are pretty hot on him and want him to be the main ball carrier. And he's not an off-ball guard; he's an on-ball guard because he's not the best shooter there is out there. So him and Doncic actually wouldn't be the most ideal pairing. So and Bagley's gotten a lot of I want to say hate because people compare him to Jalil Okafor. They're different players. Bagley's actually more athletic, longer, better around the rim. Okafor's a better offensive player, back to the basket type of guy. Bagley's incumbent this year, and if I had to pick one person for rookie of the year, it'd be him because he's going to put up stats this year. I understand that he might not be the best, defender this and that yet, but I think he could be. I think his body will help him. And actually, he reminds me of Chris Bosh. I think that's actually a good pick at 2, and I'm not going to bash that pick at all. Hold on, so I see someone's calling in. 1 second. Okay, so and then number 3, that's when the draft really, really starts, because I think at 1 and 2 it's pretty much set. And number 3 is how the draft really, really starts. What will Atlanta do? From my main source is that they're taking Trae Young. I think a lot of people have Trae Young. I've seen Trae Young go as high as 3 and as low as 12 in most mocks. He's all over the place. I am extremely high on him. I think he is the best player in this draft. I think he's going to be the best pro in this draft. I think he is Stephen Curry 2.0. I am very bullish on him. You guys have to remember with Curry. Curry played 3 years at Davidson, a D1 school that's in a small school, this and that. He had success, but he played 3 years there. Came in the NBA smaller than Trae Young. got drafted later than he should have, but whatever it is. And he was even his first few years in the NBA, he was a little shaky before he just finally blew up. Trae Young averaged 27 and 9 his freshman year in the Big 12. He was better than Steph Curry in college. He shot better than everything better than Steph Curry in college. His ceiling was probably higher than Steph Curry's ceiling. I think he's got a great handle. He's obviously can shoot from anywhere he wants. Pull up shot. He's a tremendous passer. It's a very underrated part of his game. Is he small? Yes. Is he a lengthwise small? Yes, sure. Is he going to have trouble defending? Is he going to get picked on? Yeah. But if you're good on offense, it's okay to be bad on defense. People don't realize you don't need to be a two-way player when you're elite on offense. Ask James Harden. Anyways, I think Atlanta should take him. I just think that he's the player they need. They're having trouble selling tickets and everything, and I just think it's a player they need. But you can see him take Doncic. You can see him taking a lot of other players. Jaren Jackson, you've heard a lot there, and that's an interesting pairing with Jaren Jackson and of course their other big man from last year, John Bones Collins. Anyways, back to Jaren Jackson, by the way. I watched a lot of college basketball this year, a ton. He didn't play so much. He didn't stand out so much. I mean, he played enough. He played out of position. Michigan State played him at the 4. They played Miles Bridges at the 3, and they played some other guy they had at the 5. I think in the NBA, Jackson will be a 5 and Miles will be a 4. So they both played out of position. Jackson has potential because he's so long, he's athletic, he's a great shot blocker, great 3-point shooter, this and that. But he has zero offensive game right now. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything offensively on his own, except for putback, this and that, and spot up threes, this and that. Defensively, yeah, he has value right now, but I don't see his offensive value, and I don't think that, I don't know. I'm a little bit slow on him. I see the upside, I see it all, but I just don't think he's going to come in and dominate. I don't know. I don't see it that much. I think he'll be a good player. I don't think he'll be a star. But regardless, people are high on him. It's fine. Anyways, so Memphis at 4, that's the biggest thing. Are they trading the pick in the Parsons deal, or what's going on, and all these things that could possibly happen? Teams trading up, teams trading up for Kawhi. A billion things could possibly happen. I'm just going to assume everyone's going to stay put here. And if I'm Memphis at 4, I don't think Doncic will go past them. If he does, then Dallas will for sure take him at 5. But if not, then they're probably taking either. Even though I heard Mo Bamba did not work out for them today, but I think he's the guy that is going to blow up draft boards because, again, he's the longest athlete, one of the longest athletes you've ever seen with insane athletic ability. Defensively, he can actually do everything that everyone else can do. Also, he might not be able to be as good as a perimeter defender as someone else, but he's still, with his length, it's insane what he could do, and he could shoot, and he's got a lot of tools, and people will take him because of his size and everything. I'm a little worried he may be the next Hasheem Thabeet. He's a much different player than Hasheem Thabeet was. I don't think he might be a star either, but I think he'll be a better pro than Jaren Jackson. I think he'll go really high here. Regardless, after these big men go, and you have the Doncic and Trae Young and stuff, that's when you have the flux of those wing players, the Mikal Bridges, the Michael Porters, the Kevin Knoxes, and so on and so forth. And if you want to throw in the Lonnie Walker fourths and some other guys, Miles Bridges, and some other guys you might think might go. We'll go back to the guards in a little bit. Some other guys that might go earlier. Oh, by the way, another big I forgot was Wendell Carter Jr., who I think will go top 8. I hope he falls to the Knicks at 9. I think he'll be the ideal center in this NBA. And I do not think Kristaps Porzingis is a center. I don't care what anyone says. I think his game should be on the perimeter. I don't like him playing on the inside so much. But whatever it is, is fine. But I think Wendell Carter, he's Al Horford 2.0. He's the exact same player as Al Horford, and you see what Al Horford's done in the NBA. He'll be a great pro for a long time. But back to the wings, I think Mikal Bridges, if he's there at 10, he won't get past Philly. He's from Philly, played in Nova, played in that building. His mom works for the team. Philly doesn't have a GM right now. They have a head coach that's making this pick, and they're in a win-now mode. He's probably the most win-now player there because of his ability to shoot and defend multiple positions. So hold on, let's see some of these chats, make sure anyone wants to message me. Okay, now to the most polarizing player in this draft. That's Michael Porter Jr. Listen, I watch a lot of college ball. I don't like watching guys' high school highlights because it's a little bit deceiving. It's different than watching international highlights because international guys are playing pros. High school is literally like against like white, 16-year-olds, so it's much different. Michael Porter Jr. I have no read on. I know he's got an insane ability to score, and he's long, and he's a wing, and this and that, and you know all these shots can be wrong about him. He falls for 9. I think the Knicks should take him actually because I really believe in hitting going for the home run in this draft, but some people want to hit singles, but whatever. Again, I can't say anything about him because I just haven't seen him play. The injury does worry me. He can go as high as 2, as you heard, but I don't know. I don't know where he's going to go. But if he's there at 9, because of the ability that everyone talks about, unless the Knicks know something that I don't know about his injury, which they probably do know, unless that's really bad, I would take him there. On to the guy that most Knicks fans have been talking about the last few days, Kevin Knox, who I have watched a lot of. Playing in Kentucky, you don't really see these players, use some most, especially Kentucky wings, where they're pretty much just asked to stay out there and shoot threes when the big men inside work. That's pretty much all he did all year. He has the ability to create. He's not Jason Tatum because he doesn't have just Jason Tatum's. He has his length, but he does not have Jason Tatum's handle. His handle is not, there yet. He's got a good, he kind of reminds me of, honest God, Carmelo with his size and athleticism, his ability to rebound. He's strong. He's got some post skills. I just don't think he has the handle that Jason Tatum has for you to say he's Jason Tatum. But he reminds me of a cross between Tobias and Melo. I'm fine with the pick because I think actually he's got the mindset to play defense and he's got the length to play defense and he could be that two-way player. I just don't think he's a better. If some players are there, I wouldn't take him. For instance, I wouldn't take him over Wendell Carter or Trae Young. Obviously, some people would. I would not, definitely for sure. That's what I'm trying to say. If those guys are gone, and you're sitting there with him or Mikal Bridges or even Michael Porter, who you're not sold on, then fine. But I just don't want to take him over one of the bigger players. And the other player everyone's talking about is Lonnie Walker IV. He's intriguing because of his ability. I don't think it's a good pairing in the backcourt with everyone's favorite Frenchman, Frank Ntilikina. I don't think they pair together well. B, I see like Rodney Stuckey or Iman Shumpert in him a little bit. There's a guy that is a good scorer, but I like my backcourt guys to have a little bit of ability to create as well. He has a little bit of ability to create. He's actually young. He's got a crazy potential. So I don't know, but I'm just not. I wouldn't. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I have Dante DiVincenzo over him. DiVincenzo is my Donovan Mitchell of the year. I think he's going to be a tremendous NBA player. I was actually high on him all season at Villanova, and he just blew up in the finals. And he's got it all. I mean, he's athletic. He's got the best vertical, best standing vertical. He's fast. He can play defense. He could shoot the lights out. He can create. He can handle. His only knock is that he's pretty much white, and he's not the longest guy in the world. He's got good size, not great size, elite size. That's a knock on him in terms of that. But I just think he's going to be a tremendous pro. I think he's going to be I just think he's going to be an all-star. I really do. So that's the thing. I have him over DiVincenzo. Although that other wing people talk about a lot is Zaire Smith, who blew up kind of towards the end of the season at Texas Tech and NCAA tournament. He had a couple of good games there. He's the best athlete in the draft by far. It's not even a question. He's the best athlete in the draft. He's got some ability offensively, but he's a work in progress. I think he'll go in the 12 to 18 range. In that range, I don't think he's going to be a fit for the Knicks at 9, but he's intriguing. And there's a couple of the guards I want to talk about: Colin Sexton Jr. and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm actually really high on both of them. I just don't think they fit with the Knicks. That's all I'm saying. But I am actually really, really high on both of them. I think they'll both be really good NBA players. Gilgeous with his length, and he reminds me of Sean Livingston actually. And he had a really good NCAA tournament. I think he can get to. I think he'll be a good player.